Unity, bringing all that incredible life energy that we all contain and blending it together into a spiritual community. Whether you're joining us online or here in person, take a moment, would you, just to feel those threads of connection coming together. Feeling that warmth that comes from knowing that we are connected beneath the surface, and that there is something precious, mysterious, and divine in each of us. And one way to say that is that I see the face of God in you. Right into our blessing, and maybe the kids will come out a little bit later. Maybe they're ignoring us. Okay, well, maybe we're going to bless them without them being in here. So, they're on Eugene time. God time.
All right, good morning, everyone. Again, hello. So we would like to just take a moment and bless these wonderful kids with our wonderful spirits. So we love you.
We love you.
We bless you.
We bless you.
And we see the divine light shining within you.
We see the divine light shining within you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Eric. I'm so glad that we waited. I would like to invite Ananda now to light our intentional candle and say a few words. Ryan, we're going to use this microphone.
I'm so blessed to be here. Can you hear me? Yes. So blessed to be here on this day, in this moment, and be in this time on our planet, because this is the most incredible, beautiful time I have seen in my lifetime on this planet, and especially in America, because there's just a lot of work going on around peace, and I get to be a very big, major part of that, because there's going to be a tour that's going to be following the steps of the monks that walked 2,300 miles, and I get to help put together some programs that unify the neighborhoods of people that got to see those monks walk through. And the talk today is about one breath and one heart. And one thing I know for sure is that peace is in every one of us. And I just want to pray for all of the people whose loving kindness and compassion and mindfulness is focused on peace right now. And so that's who I'm running this candle for. It's all of you and every single living sentient being that is celebrating peace in these times. This is an incredible time of history. They say this is the day of God.
Now, are you an old school girl or a high-tech girl? When it comes to lighting a match, do you want this or this? No, let's just take both. We need them. Yeah, oh, wow.
Peace to everybody.
Let's go into the sacred silence for a moment. Consider these words. Our thoughts create our feelings, and our feelings create our actions, and our actions are how we integrate with the world, and they create our reality. This is a beautiful opportunity to come together with thoughts of love and healing. We have people in our community watching online, and people who are not feeling the best today, going through some major health challenges, and perhaps even coming to that final chapter of life. And we hold them in our hearts, and we hold their families in our hearts, and we let these ripples of love and light shine outward as we explore during this service the beauty of our connections, both to each other and to the world and to Source. May you be blessed with peace and healing as you sit here with us, and may our love radiate out to the world. Amen. If you're here for the first time, first of all, congratulations for navigating all the road construction. I know that was a bear today, but feel free to raise your hand and our ushers will bring you a welcome packet. And if you're not inclined to raise your hand, that's fine too. We have them on the way out. Afterwards, we invite you to join us for food and fellowship in the fellowship hall. And there's even a table for the newcomers that has sunflowers on the tablecloth. And there's always somebody there that can answer your questions about unity. But we're delighted for you to be here with us. And now I am going to turn it over to my partner in crime, Donovan.
What a band, huh? Holy cow. So fun. I grew up watching The Tonight Show, so it's fun that we do stuff like this. Thank you, guys. Reminders. Oh, happy May. Anyone have a May birthday? I don't see any hands. Okay. Please remember to turn off your cell phones or put them in silent mode so they don't ring during the service. If you're not sure, you can check. And also, please make sure to check out our handout. Looks like they're pink this week. And that's with kind of the weekly stuff. Thank you, Inga. And then also the May Bulletin is out, and there's a bunch more stuff going on that's in these and what I'm going to tell you about. So lots more going on. But today, join us for our first Sunday potluck in the fellowship hall after the service. I won't go too fast. Tuesday, 7 p.m., the Behind the Lens seminar movie is a little-known one called Ben-Hur. And this one's about, I guess it's about empathy, because you could say Ben-Hur, Ben-Him, Ben them. I just do these to hopefully you guys remember it. I don't know. Okay, the actual movie, Ben-Hur, is followed by a Q&A. It's $30 for the series, and it's $5 each, so you can pick and choose if you want. But the $30 deal is a great deal. Wednesday, first Wednesday, chanting and meditation in the sanctuary, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m., and that's with John West and Donna O'Neill. Alrighty, next Sunday, the Infinite Embrace, Opening to the Love of the Mother, with guest speaker Reverend Jane Hyatt from Bend. Is she from Bend Unity? Yeah, the minister over there. Cool. That'll be great. And then I just have one more thing. It says YFM will be holding a yard and plant sale in June. Do you have any items that you can donate? If so, please see today's handout, the May Bulletin, or connect with Alice. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Donovan. All right, it's time for our sing-along. Please rise and join us singing from our hearts the Bob Marley tune, One Love.
Together and feel alright. Hear the children singing, one love. Hear the children singing, one heart. Saying, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Saying, let's get together and feel alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let us all pass all our fearful remarks. One love. There is a question I'd really love to ask. One heart. Is there a place for the voice of fear now, who has scared all mankind just to save his own beliefs? One love. What about the one heart? One heart. What about let's get together and feel alright, as it was in the beginning. One love. So shall it be in the end. One heart. Alright. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. One more thing. Let's get together to bless this holy union. One love. So when the man comes, there will be no gloom. One song. Have pity on fear, whose chances grow thinner. There ain't no hiding place from the love of creation. One love. What about the one heart? One heart. What about the let's get together and feel alright? I'm pleading to mankind. One love. Oh Lord. One heart. Oh, thanks and praise to the Lord, and I I will feel alright. Everybody, let's get together and feel alright. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright.
Wow, makes me want to dance. What a great introduction to a meditation. One love, one breath, one heart. So feel free to close your eyes as we go on that journey inward. And imagine Spirit speaking to you as you relax into your chair. Feel your shoulders drop, your jaw go slack, and your brow unfurls. And that voice might say to you, I am your breath. I am your heart. Let me touch you with my light and unconditional love. Where there seem to be dark corners, let my love flow through you and fill you with warmth and radiance. Where your path seems clouded, let my love brighten your way and make it sure and steady. I want you to walk in my light and love. I want you to live in that light and love, and radiate that light and love out to the world. Let's hold that thought for a moment in the silence. Let that breath, that heart, that light touch you deep within. Let it shine forth warmly as you spread it to all you meet. Let you know that you are never alone. For that light, that love, that breath is always with you and shining from you. And so it is. Amen and amen.
In the bliss of that meditation, it's a familiar feeling that connects us all. We can call it God, you can call it Source, the universe, Chi, whatever it is. The breath that keeps us alive, it's something that we can always return to. We all come here with different worries and fears and anxieties. But whenever we take a moment to just breathe and connect with that source, it can keep you safe. it can take you home. And whenever we surrender to it, that's when life really gets fun. Rivers and stones, and the trees of the field, they sing in the night. And 1,000 tongues lay deep in your lungs to raise to the sky. Don't lie to yourself, oh my soul, love your God. Don't lie to yourself, oh my soul, love your God. Deep in your heart, you feather and tar your folly and fear. Expose them all, for the fools they are, and the world comes clear. Yes, Lord, don't lie to yourself, oh my soul, love your God. Don't lie to yourself, oh my soul, love your God. Love your God. Yes. Your worries will never love you. They'll leave you all alone. But your God will not forsake you. Oh, my soul, my soul, don't lie to yourself. Oh, my soul, love your God. Don't lie to yourself. Oh, my soul, love your God. Love your God. Yes.
We welcome Amanda and her family to our community. We're so happy you're here.
Listening to the silence in here. Wow. There's something that's okay about silence, isn't there? I mean, every once in a while, just that silent moment, even while you're waiting for the minister to decide if she's going to sit or stand. But I had a little interaction yesterday on the level of oneness, of learning how to be one. My big toe decided it wanted to be one with a metal bar. And in that oneness, which could have been a kiss or a hug or something sweet, it was a little full of conflict in the moment. So as soon as I get this lowered a little bit more, maybe, and see if you can see my face. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe just seeing my me and my chair will do it, huh? Okay, that's good. So this topic of the talk for today, topic was one breath, one heart. And you know, I thought about that a little bit, and I thought, what does it really mean? One breath, one heart. And I asked a little neighbor child on Friday, what does that mean if I said to you, he's 11, and I said, if I said to you that we have one breath and one heart, what does that mean to you? He said, I haven't a clue. And he said, what do you mean, Sherry? And I said, I'm going to be speaking to a group of people, and it's going to be about one breath and one heart. He said, one heart's not enough. And I said, what do you mean? He said, well, there's a whole bunch of people in here. We can't just have one heart. That's not enough. So this amazingly perception of limited, amount of heart. And I said, well, what if we all kind of breathed together at the same time, this whole planet? And he said, well, that could work. And I said, well, how would that work? And he said, well, we'd have to go online and make sure that everybody on Facebook would know that we're going to take one giant breath together. And he said, but that could suck everybody up into space. So I think I'm kind of hoping he'll be a future Unity student so he can come and get the concept of what it's about. But it was so interesting to hear what a young person might think about the concept of breathing together. The concept of oneness with all life is rooted in the understanding that everything in the universe is connected. From the smallest atom, from the smallest atom to the galaxies. And we've now discovered that there is no end to the galaxies. I thought there was some place out there where that would kind of stop and that would be all there would be, but of course now they're proving that there is no end. But when we realize this connectedness, what's fabulous for me and what I get excited about is that we can be confirmed, affirmed, and can really understand ourselves as not living in isolation. Sometimes we feel alone, we feel separate from, and we don't feel connected to something. But when that feeling comes, and it's a human feeling, it's okay. But what we can do then is remember that we are all connected. We're not isolated. And we can find our way back. We can find our way back to the wholeness and the oneness and the connectedness. Everything that we do, everything that we feel, everything that we say, everything that we are is a part of the collective fabric of life. And it invites us in a strange way sometimes to move beyond that egocentric perception that we are the most important thing in the world right now, and towards a more inclusive worldview. And there's nothing wrong, I don't believe there's anything incorrect in having a feeling of our own importance individually. But we got to remember that can only last so long. In our lives even, it can only last so long. We'll be the center of our own universe. Will eventually get very lonely for us. And it's wonderful to remember, I think, at that point, that there's a spiritual, beautiful, wonderful foundation in each and every one of us that is powerful. And in that moment of total feeling of isolation, whether by choice or whether it just happens to us, if we can remember, I say to myself, Sherry, you remember, please, remember you are part of a whole. And in that moment of loneliness, that moment of feeling separate, and that also that, by God, I'm going to lick this. I'm going to handle this. I'm going to take care of this because I can. No, I can't alone. I can appear to be handling it alone. But I, Sherry, can't handle it alone. I need you. I need the universe. I need air. I need God. I need spirit. I need the trees. I need the plants. I need all of the beautiful things on this earth and in this earth to care for me and shelter me. Now, that doesn't mean that I can't be alone for days on end, which I sometimes crave. Maybe some of you do too. Just days where it's just me and taking care of things. But in the final outcome of it, we were not created to be isolated. We were not created to be just alone. So, our job, since modern science recognizes the interconnectedness in ecology and quantum physics and cosmology, the next thing we can do is over and over, takes more than once sometimes, we can awaken to the oneness with all of life. And how do we do that? How do we do that? How do we awaken? I mentioned again to an older friend of mine about all of this interconnection between us and the universe and nature and everything around us. And I said, everything. And he said, you mean like plants and everything? Oh, I said, oh, yes. He said, oh, my gosh, we're going to starve to death. I said, what do you mean? Well, if we're connected to that, how can we possibly eat it? And I thought, that's true, in a way. But we worked through that. So he was having a little trouble with that because he's a vegetarian and his wife is vegan. So they wanted to know how we could be connected to all those things and still eat them. I thought, I had never thought of that at all. But how can we wake up to really know what about oneness and living in this universe of oneness with purpose? What is purpose? How can we do that? One of the things that I think works well, and lots of people have shared the same idea, is to cultivate a place within us and a dedication to mindfulness, to being fully present in the moment. Whether you meditate deeply or not, take time. We take time in our days. We need to take time to acknowledge our thoughts, our feelings, to come apart for a while, just like Jesus did. He went apart for a while so that he could connect to the Holy Spirit of life and love and find again his center and his purpose. Nature is a wonderful place to go. Nature sometimes even out in this garden over here. There are times in the past when I would sit in the garden to go and collect myself. Being nature and connecting with that is a wonderful way. The second way to awaken to oneness and to find a life with purpose within us is to just do this with our hands, maybe not physically, but with our hearts, and reach out in compassion, love, and caring for others. I can't stress that enough in the sense of how wonderful it feels when you have eye contact with somebody on the street, somewhere in a car passing, somewhere in a gathering, and you feel something inside that says, oh, that person is beautiful, or that person is worthy of love. And if you're not agreeing within yourself that, or I'm not agreeing within myself that that person is worthy of love, I need to remember I'm off center. Need to love one another as I have loved you. So, how about getting outside like a day like today and go hiking, doing some gardening, or this was suggested by a friend, how about forest bathing? Ooh. I said, in the nude in a pool? No. He said, that's not what I'm talking about. He said, I'm talking about just standing among the trees. Let those feeling of being bathed in the energy and the breath and the beauty that surrounds you at that particular time. So I have a new term now to use when I'm outside, is I'm going to go bathe in nature. I'm going to let it wash over me. Bathe in nature. Forest bathing. In the middle of Eugene, it can happen. If you get down by the river, you can get yourself bathed in the river without getting wet. Another thing is, we're here as a unity church. We're here with so many beautiful, wonderful teachings and so many practices that we can incorporate into our lives, and so many teachings that can get us right back and reinforce that sense of oneness. And find a book, find a friend, find a teacher in the church, find teachers anywhere in the world who have the knowing and the experience of oneness, and spend time with them. Between the pages of a book, for me, is like spending time with a friend. There are people in books and stories that attest to spiritual practices and teachings. And then another thing we can do to find that and keep that place is just to identify our core values. What matters to us? What is our value? It may differ from someone else's, but in the basic part of it, find our core values. And then from that place of value that we have inside of us, connect to our community and our environment. And most important of all, say, I'm so grateful, trees. I'm so grateful, river. I'm so grateful, sky. I'm so grateful, friend. I'm so grateful, family. I'm so grateful for all that is in my life. And when you see yourself as part of the larger whole, your goals then naturally become more aligned with the collective well-being. So when we get to that magic age, somewhere between 16 and 24, we get to pursue a career. And I would love it if everybody who was looking forward for something to do after they grow up, oh gosh, that's terrible. No, haven't grown up yet. But anyway, one day I will, and then I will know what I'm supposed to do in the world, maybe. But anyway, when we get to that age, let's encourage our young people and to find what is their passion and then pursue that. Now, sometimes we have a passion at age 18 that changes at age 35 or 40. But when a passion becomes clear to you, one of the things we can do to practice oneness with one heart, one mind, one soul, whatever it is to let that passion shine forth. That was placed in us to bring us to the center of oneness in our own lives. And that's one other way we can bless the world and bring about the breath and the wholeness of oneness. One of the things that I was reading from Myrtle Fillmore the other day was that she talks about building a life of authenticity. Be true to your inner calling and values, she said. Let go of superficial pursuits that do not align with your deeper purpose. Cultivate inner peace, which naturally radiates outward and influences others. Now there's some challenges again. We'll go along with the opportunities. And those include, those ego-driven things. When I'm coming from my ego, and I do it often enough to have to talk to myself, when that happens, oh my gosh, I really mess things up. I don't know if any of you ever mess things up in your life, but I do. Because I think, oh my God, I can do that, I'm going to go do that, and then I'm realizing I'm doing that because I want to be what? I want to have purpose, I want to do something important in the world, but I might do that from all the wrong reasons because that's not mine to do. So being aware of what is ours to do is really important, and let others have their role in doing what they do best, because that will bless you and it will bless them and it will bless the world. My husband used to tell my daughter, when you grow up, you're going to be a lawyer because you know how to argue a case. And my daughter to this day has never become a lawyer, but she's really good at arguing her case. But that was not her calling yet. That is what he had hoped for her. That's like, I know some people who are medical doctors that want their children to become in the medical field, and it's just not theirs. Others have tried to please their parents or please their family, and it always ends up not being the thing that brings them happiness. One breath, one heart. Let spirit speak through that one breath, that one heart. Stop for just a minute now and say to yourself, I have one breath, one heart. One breath, one heart. How will I use it? How will I spend it? How will I live a purposeful life aligning with the universal good? And then realize along the way there will be discomfort, and that's why we're here, is not to have discomfort. But we are here to serve the whole and the one by reaching out and helping ease the discomfort for others. I would like to read a little statement that came from a book that I don't remember the title of, but I had written it down. Awakening to a sense of oneness with all of life is a profound journey that transforms how we perceive ourselves and the world around us. It invites us to live intentionally, compassionately, and sustainably, recognizing that our actions ripple through the interconnected web of existence. By cultivating mindfulness, deepening our connection with nature, practicing compassion, and aligning our lives with highest values, we can experience a sense of purpose that transcends individual achievement and does touch the collective consciousness. Ultimately, embracing oneness leads to a more meaningful, harmonious, and fulfilled life. One where every moment becomes an opportunity to serve, grow, and celebrate. And now, Brian, I'd like for you to bring up the first slide. That's after one breath, one heart. Sometimes living with purpose, sometimes living in oneness does have its heavy moments. You want to know what's in those sacks? Maybe not. What do you think? Actually, that's a Santa pack in another country. He's hauling the garbage away. According to the story, when asked about this by a reporter, he said, "I want to make the world a more beautiful place. So I go and I collect everything that isn't beautiful and I take it away." That's sweet. All right, number 2. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see the way, isn't it, as to how we're to live our lives. Sometimes we get so, our vision becomes clouded. I don't know who's under that. I don't know what that person said because there was no comment on that. And the next one, please. And sometimes we do have to go it alone. We have to go over the troubled waters in any way that we can to get to the other side where life is full of wholeness and oneness. And then the next slide, please. But regardless of the dangers, regardless of how it might look to get from one side of the world to the wholeness that is possible for us, you will always be supported one way or another if you take a friend with you. Take someone with you so that it can be a shared journey. I'm thinking about one breath, one heart, and also another comment that came from a teenage person when I mentioned something about one breath, one heart, and they said they're from another spiritual tradition, and so they said, well, what about Adam and Eve? Did they know about one breath, one heart? And I said, why are you asking that? Well, she said, they were the first meat eaters. And I said, what? She said they forgot the one breath and the one heart, and they forgot that they had the apple trees and orchards and all that kind of stuff, and they had to leave that garden. And then when they left, all the beautiful stuff was back there. And I said, what are you talking about? I don't really understand what you mean. And she said, when they went out into the world, it wasn't a beautiful place. It's not a beautiful place for me sometimes, but I am going to make it a beautiful place. And it was really sweet because I said, what are you going to do then? I'm going to make it a beautiful place. I'm going to be nice to people. I'm going to be kind. And I'm going to remember to love. And I guess for me, the bottom line as I bring this talk to a close is that just remember that love is the most beautiful thing that we can feel and do and offer. And that compassion is natural when we remember to love, to cherish, and to know that we are one, together. In our separateness and our togetherness, we are always one. Thank you for being one with me and allowing me to be one with my chair. And have a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful day. in the spirit of oneness now, let's realize that we have a beautiful place to come to here. We have a place where we can learn all the teachings that guide our lives. And I've been coming here since 1985. I love this place. I want it to be sustained. I want it to prosper. I want it to continue to grow. And I want you all to be a part of that with me. And so as we prepare our love offerings today, let's remember the beauty and the wonderfulness of something that we already have, and that can become a magnet for the community. And let's bless our spiritual home with our offerings today. And let's repeat our offering affirmation together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I trust God. And so it is. And now our wonderful music team.
Invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth. As simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, one power, one power. We speak so many languages, different clothing, different colors, different names. But different is only dangerous when we forget that in the heart we're all the same. We'll remember when we close our eyes to see that such distances were never meant to be. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, Hashem or heaven's door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, or it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth or Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. One It's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration. It's the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the fear that we abandon, for it's love that's most deep. It's one power. Lives forever in you and me. It's the power of the love in you and me. One power.
Well, I was going to sing that solo, so you really missed out. Let's just feel that power, that gift of music, which we have known for eons, that music carries a power. But we didn't know what that power was, really. Isn't it clear that there is a spiritual power in that vibration? Music is one of those connecting threads. It's a clue, it's a sign of our connection in the music of the universe. And what we just heard was that rising, that lifting of that pure essence, that spiritual power of music. And so we just feel that blessing in our hearts. We feel that power, and just let it radiate, feel it, and know it. You are connected to that power. You are part of that wave. Just let it flow out. Let that tide expand out from you through your quiet words, through your quiet actions, in every little way you can. And these gifts are a reflection of that. We just know that together we are creating community, and we are so blessed to be doing that together. What a wonderful work. What a wonderful play. Thank you for joining in that joy and blessing these gifts. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. Can we just sing that song again? One power. Let's sing it together. One power. I want to see some mouths opening. One power. 5 more times. No. Okay. We always honor and bless everybody who is coming together to create this service, and then we like to spotlight individuals and teams. And the music team is continually honored and blessed by you just hearing them and the applause, and they see your reactions. So I'm just gonna say you are all a blessing, people who are here, those music team members who aren't here. And I'm just gonna spotlight one individual today, one individual who has been in this community longer than anybody up here. And including Laura, sorry Laura, even longer than you. And does that person know who that person is? Wonder, huh? Yeah, it's you, Keontae. It's you, Keontae. Yeah, I'll never forget coming here. I don't know when it was Betsy, his mom might know. What was the first year you started coming here, Betsy? Do you remember? Yeah, Betsy, do you remember what year it was you first started coming? 2003. So she shows up and she has 3 kids, and the littlest one is barely walking, but he would just run up to anybody and just latch onto their leg. Like, I love you, I love you. Like, some of us would be like, kiss, oh, whose is this little love bug? And you know, the love in your heart, Keontae, in its own quiet way has continued to grow. And we honor that, and we know that. You are a light, and I still remember the day when Laura said, you know, Keontae has been playing with us off and on. Isn't it time we just make him a regular member of this band? And so I'm so glad we did, and he's just blossomed, and hasn't he just blossomed in that role? So. You were going to pay me $20 for doing this, right? No, it's been so fun to have you be part of this. So anyway, thank you all. It's just a sign of this community, this spiritual growth of this community. And let's see, what else? How about the what's that word? Yes, the chaplains. Would you rise, chaplains who are ready to pray with you? Yes, and yeah, there they are. There's the chaplains. They pray with you. They shine their light. And don't you think that I'm about done? I think I'm about done. What else? Yes? Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done.
You're not done. We have a special person who's going to be turning 94 in just a few days.
Can we guess? Let's see, 94. You know, Reverend Dick, I thought you were a lot older than that. Stand up. What? Birthday song? No, that's not. Just, the thing is, I thought 124 had stuck in my head for some reason. I'm going to get in trouble for what I'm saying. Okay. Happy birthday to you, Reverend Dick. You. Happy birthday, Reverend Dick. Happy birthday to you. And I'm just going to recommend, as you go by Reverend Dick, just take your hand and just go like this on his face. It is so baby smooth. Just go like that. Just go, Reverend Dick. Oh, it's a miracle. It's a miracle.
Now you're done.
Now I'm done. Time to rise. Let's sing our song of peace. John, sit down. One power.
Amen.